point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
Black Box Productions.
But that's probably how they body everybody. Gave him 12 up in the court, can't leave the lobby. He was caught up in them sports, but they got sloppy.
Told that nigga take the deal. Blue rag tied around the steering wheel, riding around itching for a kill. Boy, this shit real. Lifestyle on repeat, sagging through the swap meet, banging on my enemies. Them niggas know I never speak. M's on the backhand, this shit to the depth. I can have $1 million, still pull up to the set. Facts over feelings when you fucking with blue smirk. It's crazy how your closest homies end up on t-shirts. My niggas tired of taking L's. I know that shit wrong. Got my dead homies looking down on me like a drone. Hopping out of foreign whips, politicking with the Crips, all in traffic with the homies, knocking down a field. Niggas chasing clout, we chase down enemies. Niggas hanging out, then we gon' smash off their Hennessy. That's just the way this life goes. The colors of my clothes always been blue and gold. That's on my soul.
So much shit in these streets. Went back to jail, feel like that shit on repeat. I love the streets, but got this feeling in me. I'm tired of losing, maybe shit ain't for me. There ain't no feelings in me. My brother told me take the deal. He told me all you fight is bodies. But that's probably how they body everybody. Gave him 12 up in the court, can't leave the lobby. He was caught up in them sports, but they got sloppy. Just the way the life goes.
Oh, my mama, SBS. Warming it up. 2 M's coming soon. Music and money. Be about your music and money at all costs. It's always baby activity when it's coming from around here. And then, in the midst of baby activity, I told you that M has to morph and mean other things like morals, manhood. Shout out to Ice Cube. No, we don't pocket watch. So 9 mil is 9 mil. We don't, regardless of who is turning it down. And the fact that we in a climate where we got people like Juvenile talk about vax that up, you know what I'm saying, flipping his biggest hit to promote something he's done no scientific research on himself. For whatever reason, other than outside of the fact that it should be a human right as to what type of medication you take or don't take, Cube has found himself in a climate where he walked away from 9 tickets. And it puts him, in my book, right there in the spirit with the Ali. I thank y'all for who sent the name. I know his name is Tommy, who put his hand up. A couple of y'all, Yummy for one, I see you, did that. And somebody else answered that and provided the information for me. I want to say Carter, but I don't know the last name. But his name is Tommy. I feel like I should have been knew that because that's my daddy name and my oldest brother. And I got a couple nephews. At least one nephew named Tommy. Yeah, that's Tommy. My daddy, Tommy, my brother, and then Tommy, my nephew. That's where it stopped. But I had another nephew that came from Tommy, my brother. I used to call him Tiny Tom. Oh, my mama. But, yeah, just showing that substance, that fortitude, that willingness to sacrifice. They say stand for something, fall for anything. You see people utilizing their platform of celebrity or fame and superstardom when it comes to Cube. So his peers, you see a lot of them. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Just people that have been willing to go through what we would consider the fire for a basic human right, when a lot of people make it seem a lot easier just to go with the flow. It's just quite apparent that it's only, according to mainstream media, there's only one side of the issue that is allowed to be presented. Now that you see they just approved it for the babies. So you have to balance mentally the thought process of a society, a government that's so bent and set on mandating a said thing. And then you have so many sound-minded individuals from that same government who are members or subjects of that government, or who have actually elected, who have been a part of the process of putting that government in place, who are on the opposing side of such a very pertinent issue. It's just mind-boggling to me that in a free country, you got to be so careful as to what you say when there is a such thing as the First Amendment. Blows my mind. Tommy Carlos Smith got the same type of spirit Big Tommy got. That's my daddy, Big Tommy. Oh, blah, 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 blah. He ain't Big Tommy just because it's a little Tommy. I think when he was like in junior high school, they probably was calling him Big Tommy. He's just a big old dude. But yeah, shout out Tommy Carlos Smith. I don't think I'll ever forget it again. That was an education for myself. And shout out O'Shea Jackson, Ice Cube, because like y'all, like I've been trying to tell y'all, I know what lies within him on these political issues. At a time when things were a lot less censored, he was a lot more direct and vocal about his position on a lot of political issues in regards to us as melanated individuals behind enemy lines in the belly of the beast, you dig lies. And as his success grew, it seems like his message kind of like, well, it changed. It was a lot less, how can I call it, aggressive, direct, political. It kind of give you an idea of what this conversation I'm finna play was all about. Rest in peace, Neighborhood Nip. I don't know what the preface of this conversation was, because Puto just decided to turn the camera on a random time, so he caught us mid-conversation. But what you can gather is, I was saying something like, it was like in the movie Belly, like at some point, if you think about Ice-T and the cop killer movement, I got a record called These Weirdos where I say, from cop killer to catch me on Fox every other night trying to lock another nigga in the box, regarding Ice-T, because the image that he blew up on mainstream-wise was the exact opposite of what he has been positioned as the last 20 years, and just ever since New Jack City, he been a cop, and even such a subdued cop like on Law and Order. If there's like per episode, I'm just guessing 3,000 lines, he gets upon average 30 lines to add to that 3,000. He stands around. But it just seems like the powers that be preferred his image to be a cop versus a cop killer. And then Ice Cube went from Death Certificate and America's Most, which the content was quite, I'm not even finna do that and blow up the spot, but Cub was a cold nigga. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Swing, 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 and chop, chop, chop. Now who's the nut? Color me bad, but you can't sex me up. Don't even try to put your, that nigga say, man, I can't help it. That nigga say, I'm trying to kill him because he trying to play me like a trick, but you see, I'm the wrong with. I got the A to the K and it's ready to rip. Slap in that banana clip and I'm looking. Izzy and Watts, Philly, Oakland, and Brooklyn. It seems like he got the whole country behind him, so it's kind of hard to find him. But when I do, gotta let my gat ring out. But 17th round make his brains hang out. Cause that shit he did was uncalled for. Try to fuck a nigga up that. It's like a small whore. And that shit ain't fly. So now I'm setting up the ultimate drive-by. And when I hear that shit, make the nigga say, damn, I want to kill Sam. Oh, my mama, that shit is crazy, though. But I was discussing with the homie how I think that at some point when you watch to the success Ice Cube and Ice-T both went, that there was some point where the system or the powers that be, explain to them where the message is gonna have to be a little toned down if you want to keep progressing on these back seats. You dig a lies, and I believe, like in Blue Laces too, the spirit of what I get from the spook by the door that Cube might have had to like, cause you saw his like image in order to, but now he back to letting them know what's gonna crack if they don't do right by black. And I love the way he stepped back from that stack. That's more than just a few racks. On my mama, that's real deep. You dig a lies. But with no further ado, I would love to play for you me and Neighborhood Nip right before he laid down. No blue on my mama. Prophetic, like,
No, yeah, the riot
Yeah.
shit. He called the riot.
yeah, it was shortly before too. Like, it was less than a year before their song.
Yeah.
Almost probably why they made him that. They neutralized Ice-T. Them niggas was on some political shit at one point, and it was like popular.
Right.
It's only one way y'all gonna win. You ain't gonna be that way.
I mean,
You better
know,
stop.
in the aquarium. When the people that run the aquarium come get at you, what else you gonna do? So everybody ain't willing to drown.
You want this Friday to work?
Ain't all them other ones out there?
Yeah, we gonna make
See, I
sure.
don't think it was that direct. I think he just smelt the change in the air. Like, okay.
And he was smart enough to go with it.
Like, he party the next in the future.
Yeah, he like, I'm not in love. I gotta make a
You know?
decision. I'm gonna go this way. Just like,
You know,
Oh, my mama.
See, he's still on the shit.
That's on my mama. Neighborhood Nip, cuz that's the way he always directed a conversation. Like, you see how where I was going with it, he got a more of a positive perspective, which is so prolific from my partner as I proceed the process on my mama of the prophet. You dig it, eyes? But he carried back. He like, no, I don't really think it was that direct. And I tend to agree. I tend to think that, especially Cube, as we see as savvy and as sharp and as wise he has been, especially from the education we get from his experiences way back with the NWA situation, to be the only one not to sign, to break away, and then to become the tycoon, the mogul, the Don Mega that he has become, all the way down to the Big Three and other ventures with the films, being on deck enough to walk away from 9 million without a sweat. It just goes to show everybody ain't just bending over. Oh, my mama. And you can't always be as on to what you think you own to. Cause like, one thing you say about Cube, he still got his Raider hat on. Still got a t-shirt on. Still got some khakis and 501s, some 501s. And he don't got a lot of jewelry on, which everybody know he could afford. And Cub being said a long time ago, I don't wear a lot of gold because it's tacky. I bust a Raider hat, t-shirt, and khaki. See a lot of hoes with freaky clothes every day. So I talk to him idiot kind of way. See, I just need a nigga to coach him. So I grab him, smoothly approach him. I say hi in a friendly kind of pitch. If she ignore me, I say, yo, freak, bitch, give up the number, hardy. We'll have a slumber party. See, I get it deaf, and then I dump the body. Cause I'm a nigga that's bigger than the crew or gang. And when it comes to bitches, I'm only out for one thing. Oh, blah. That was him too short. Too short, say No, but check me out though. 2 M's on the way, yo. I'm finna burn it out today. Don't get mad. Get glad with VJ Keyway in the Black Box and the Google Gang. Oh, blah.
My brother told me take the deal. And my brother told me, he told me, oh, he fight his body. Everybody, but this probably everybody in the top. Gave me 12 of them. So much shit in the streets. Went back to jail, feel like that shit on repeat. I love this shit, but got this feeling in me. I'm tired of losing, maybe shit ain't for me. Ain't no feelings in me. My brother told me take the deal. He told me, oh, you fight his body. But that's probably how they body everybody. Gave me 12 up in the court, can't leave the lobby. He was caught up in them sports, but he got sloppy. Just the way the life goes.
Y'all believe in the street, seen a lot of grief. A lot of Keith and Kush stuffed in the grobber chains, watches, rings. It's nothing to kings. Back and forth to Beijing, fucking with beans. Hopping out of yards since we own it, it's ours. The final room lounges, smoking cigars, purchasing properties, opening bars. Took licks in life, put tattoos over the scars. Rosenberg on retainer, explain how it looked for real. Kinda bad, Lil homie took the deal. $100 sticks, cognac and Cubans at all costs. Be about your money is the movement. Either in a black box, making a review about an ocean, slow motion, taking in the view. Cop and blow with hoes, we don't wife those. Zeros and commas, that's
I
our
saw so much
life
shit in these streets. Went back to jail, feel like that shit on repeat. I love this shit, but got this feeling in me. I'm tired of losing, maybe shit ain't for me. Ain't no feelings in me. My brother told me take the deal. He told me all you fight is bodies. But that's probably how they body everybody. Gave me 12 up in the court, can't leave the lobby. He was caught up in them sports, but they got sloppy.
Told that nigga take the deal. Blue rag tied around the steering wheel, riding around itching for a kill. Boy, this shit real. Lifestyle on repeat, sagging through the swap meet, banging on my enemies. Them niggas know I never speak. M's on the backhand, this shit to the depth. I can have $1 million, still pull up to the set. Facts over feelings when you fucking with blue smirk. It's crazy how your closest homies end up on t-shirts. My niggas tired of taking L's. I know that shit wrong. Got my dead homies looking down on me like a drone. Hopping out of foreign whips, politicking with the Crips, all in traffic with the homies, knocking down the field. Niggas chasing clout, we chase down enemies. Niggas hanging out, then we gon' smash off their Hennessy. That's just the way this life goes. The colors of my clothes always been blue and gold. That's on my soul.
There's so much shit in these streets. Went back to jail, feel like that shit on repeat.
The way life goes, Blue Smurf featuring SPI, Just J, who throw on the beat, yeah, bodies, but this probably how they body everybody. That's crazy. On my mama, when they say, your kid, be careful, your kid's gonna grow up and deal with somebody just like you, right? The just like you is not quite just, but that's Just Jay on the hook. That's my son-in-law. Got a lot of legal problems. Young family. Trying to make music. Trying to keep his sanity. I just see the parallels. It's deep. It's crazy. Like, I don't know if there's a direct connection. But just because that's such a cliche saying, I can't help but notice. You dig a lot.
Snake in that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
Black Box Productions.